Working Man Radio.
Your soul is dog.
That's right.
You're an emotional fucking.
That's right.
I don't know any more than what I'm telling you, other than I lie. I flat out freaking lie.
That's right. It's time for Rush Limbaugh's Lie of the Day.
Every single thing about you is ugly.
Might be a short show today. Yesterday, Limbaugh's show was kind of blah, not much in it. Fortunately, I had a second quote. It was one of those, the day before was one of those, do I use this one or that one? And we decided to go with the Syria and foreign policy business. But there was another quote regarding the upcoming, as of day before yesterday, it was actually yesterday, the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington for jobs and freedom. A march for jobs and freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, we need more marches for jobs and freedom. That's the kind of march you need to have. You need a march for jobs to highlight the fact that there aren't very many. And take note, in case you haven't taken notice, today, nationwide, there is a march for jobs of sorts. It's a march for a living wage. The call is for a march across the nation, for a strike across the nation among fast food workers. So there's your march for jobs. When people come out and demand jobs, what are the conservatives going to say? Because the conservative answer is get a job. The response is no problem. You got one? That's the response. Get a job. Yeah, great. No problem. You got one? Well, by the way, Limbaugh said something about jobs yesterday, but first, I want to get to, you got to hear the what he kind of prefaced all his remarks with. You got to hear this. This is priceless.
I told you yesterday, but a bunch of Democrats have been telling me privately a lot of things. I shared a lot of it with you yesterday. I've had some Democrat African-American leaders tell me they're really not all that comfortable with Obama as the lead at the MLK festivities because he's not down for the struggle. He does not have that in his roots.
Have you ever heard a more preposterous bunch of crap in your life? African-American Democratic leaders are confiding to Rush Limbaugh about their concerns about whether Obama is down for the struggle. Who else are they confiding with? Did they get on the phone to the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan and tell him about their concerns while they were at it? Perhaps they did it by conference call. What were their names, Mr. Limbaugh? Did John Lewis call you? I doubt it. Which, did Al Sharpton call you? I doubt it. Who was it? Who were these African American leaders? That, folks, is just a lie. It's just that is one of those. That's one of those pathological liar lies. That's one of those just make it up lies. And you know that some of his listeners believe that Rush Limbaugh is having conversations with African American Democratic leaders. Barack Obama is a hero in the black community, and don't ever let Rush Limbaugh tell you different. Getting back to the subject of a march on Washington, of a march for jobs. That's what the march in August of 1963 was, a march for jobs and freedom. Yesterday they were commemorating this event, and you can rest assured that Rush Limbaugh does not know that it was called the March for Jobs and Freedom. He doesn't know that. He has not bothered to educate himself any more about it than what everybody knows watching TV. But economics, the economy, was a part of the subject matter of that speech in 1963. It would be altogether fitting for the president to make economics the subject of yesterday's speech. But Limbaugh doesn't think so. Listen to him.
The 50th anniversary of I Hope My Kids Are Not Judged by the Color of Their Skin, but rather by the content of their character. Obama, the headliner, is going to turn the event into a conversation on the budget battle, a la 2012. He's also, according to the Politico, going to tell the assembled teeming throng that he's got their back, and he's going to attack the wealthy.
Has he been attacking the wealthy? I mean, the Dow Jones Industrial Average has doubled since he was sworn in. The share of national income enjoyed by the wealthiest 1% is now higher than ever before in history. Basically, the share of national wealth is now higher than ever before in history. The tax burden on the wealthiest 1%, is now comparable to what it was in the 1980s when Ronald Reagan was president, and when Rush Limbaugh thought that the tax rate was a pro-growth tax rate. We have the same tax rate now. Same effective tax rate now. Apparently, it's no longer a pro-growth tax rate. Oh, wait, but the growth of the wealth of the well-to-do, they're doing better than ever before in history. The rich, this is something to write this down. If you ever hear a conservative run down the economy or talk about Obama's stewardship of the economy, tell them the wealthy are wealthier than they have ever been in history. The wealthy have never had it so good as they have it right now. Where are the jobs? Where's the trickle down? Why aren't the job creators are sitting on buckets of cash? The wealthiest 1% have a 37% savings rate. That's money they're putting in the bank and letting it sit there. When are they going to take some of their money out of the bank and invest it in the economy and invest it in new jobs? He wants to talk about how Obama's going to attack the wealthy. This is what he says. It's just a bare, meaningless assertion. It is not borne out by any facts at all. It's just something he says because he can. You show me where any of the founding fathers said that we should have a tiny elite that owns everything and has everybody working for them as serfs. I don't see that in my Declaration of Independence. I don't see that in my Constitution, and I don't see that in the Federalist Papers anywhere. Show me where it says that. Show me a founding father that remotely resembles the douchebag Rush Limbaugh. Next week, we are taking off. We've been on 4. We're going to take off 1. Then we'll be back on for 4 more weeks. I'm Joe Lyles. Tomorrow, it will be our last show until the break. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
You've been listening to Working Man Radio with Joe Lyles at joelylesradio.com.
Your soul is gone.
The Rush Limbaugh Lie of the Day, 5 days a week at joelylesradio.com.
Every single fucking thing about you is wrong.